when we last left our heroes, in this case, Chrysolepis, you had pulled from the freezing waters of Canal 6 and handed his dormant, Doberman-sized frog body over to Dal, and they cuddled up, covered in goo, and you leapt into the air, sprang. You know what it reminded me of is you know the bit in Desolation of Smog where he gets covered in gold and he goes bursting out and he spins to throw all the molten gold off, like that, but with the ice, with the freezing water and the ice crystals and stuff, like basically doing one of those things to just fling it all off away from you. So, and then you head towards this, the amphitheater thing under the hopes that the rest of the group had got the other things sorted out. And you come here now. This is you on like a flagpole or something like that. But basically, you perch up on what, like a flagpole on the top of a building, or like a perch on the top of a building, whatever that is. Perch. You perch. You perch.
I perch. I am bird.
It's a great picture. I cannot wait to see it colored. Wait.
I put so much effort into the feathers. They are, to know how much effort I put in. I hate coloring the line art, Dad. I colored all the line art for the feathers.
I mean, it looks very much like glass, much more than the feather the original one did. So,
well, to be fair, the original one was switched up last minute, and this one I got in mind that it was going to be glass. So
those certainly look like feathers that can be like flung at somebody in a
definitely
unfriendly fashion.
They are projectiles.
Yeah. Okay. So you perch up here and overlook the scene. And again, I'm just going to reiterate what we got here. We've got little fire boy down here in the middle. The trees in the area here are definitely on fire. They are burning. The snow has melted off of them all around this area. We've got a couple of little flames along the buildings here.
It's so pretty.
Move this guy. Yeah, it's real. It's a Christmas winter wonderland. What do you got going on?
Just out of curiosity, is the crowd gone?
They have largely fled. There are a few bodies on the ground. What's that?
Fucker. Killing people? We don't do that.
Who is we? So he's kind of down here in this area here. Up on the stage, you've got this dude standing over there. I'll make him bigger, but he's there. And he is crouching and leaning over and doing something to a prone Uriel and Halo, who do not seem to have come out of this exchange.
No,
what? 100% good, because they're not charred corpse briquettes, so that's good. But neither are they up and in fighting fit fashion. And I realize you're deeply concerned about that because it means that Halo may not realize that you saved his ass.
Damn it.
We'll perch you up on yonder building. You see where you're at? Here, I'll draw an arrow. You are.
Thank you. I am blind. Oh, I see myself.
Yeah.
Hello, myself.
Up on the rooftop of that building.
I was just zoomed in too far.
What do you do?
Can I see at all what this guy is doing to Uriel and Halo?
Assess the situation.
That's where I thought you were gonna stay.
You know what I want to do one of these days? You know what I want to do one of these days? I want to do a GM-less masks. Because I feel like the moves do so much heavy lifting for the GM that if you have all the move sheets out, like the GM move sheets and the player move sheets and stuff, you could do it and just have everybody play people, and then everybody just sort of shares the GMing fuckery.
Because... I have a -2. I have guilty.
So you have a 0, or is it are you at -4 or -2? You're at a -2. That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm at -1 actually, because my superior is a 1. Trust.
So if you mouse over it, you see there that you've got like the 6 and the 1, and then you get a -8. Okay. Let me draw you a word picture on what happens here. So you perch up there and kind of come up and like land real carefully, and you're like trying to see what's going on there. Bring the goggles down, not that it helps, and like trying to see what's actually going on there up on the stage. And you're focusing so much on the stage that you completely miss.
He's really getting into character.
He's got that long coat on, right? The other guy? And you completely miss And the reason I was talking about Vox Machina is I want to call to mind the episode where the dragons first show up and the one big dude cores the city from one end to the other through the mountain.
Is this similar?
I mean,
It's not similar. I'm afraid.
you should be. Are you looking at Roll20?
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, this guy, not subtle. He doesn't do fine control or, pinpoint accuracy. He goes, give me the fucking zip code and I'll take care of it. Because, all right.
Yeah.
So that's what happens is just, whatever happens to you, the top of that building is what you realize is happening. Like you realize it's bad. You're looking and there's suddenly a fog around you as the snow on the rooftop goes straight from solid to gaseous.
God damn.
Take a powerful blow.
Ah. Hold on, let me freaking mark potential. Oh shit, I have an advancement.
Oh, you should probably have looked at that.
I already had that. It's fine. I'm just gonna make a mental note, as in write it down physically.
What we call the outside brain. You can take your advancement while you're laying in a burned charcoal briquette on the next street over. Oof. That's a 9. Take a powerful blow. 7 to 9. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You could yell into the mic and say, "Holy shit! Ah! And get over here now! This is bad!" And provoke people into running to your system.
Okay, hold on. I look at the options.
So that is, you lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity. You can just let yourself be blasted across the cityscape and not be able to get back right away. You struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions. You already have one, right? I just want to remind you that if you stare at it long enough, the move does not suddenly manifest different options.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mark 2 conditions.
You're not going to holler for help because that would make it really easy for me to get everybody else involved in this.
Maybe, but I don't. How would I get in contact with them?
You guys
Just call
don't
them?
you have comms? Oh, no. Well, you get blasted back behind the building, and while you have cover for a hot second, you get on the thing, and it's like, holy shit, it's so much worse, blah, everything's on fire, help.
I don't know if she'd do that.
That's the point of a team if you can't shout to the team for help. Is this a team?
No, but it's too much work. You know what I mean? I feel like she would be like, no, this is my thing. Like, I took this on. I have to be able to handle it.
Honestly, you guys will quickly realize what's going on because this is not this. I'm not saying that fire blast is going to be visible from orbit, but it's certainly going to be visible from the suburbs.
So would that be a thing where it would be like that blast is enough to get their attention, and just for being like, shit, I wish my team was here? Like, would that be provoking them into coming, or?
If you want to get them here faster, you do a provoke roll, and we roll for it, and we put it into chat while you throw yourself back off the back of the building, and you do a provoke roll. And you're not doing the one where you give up influence. You do the other one that is you provoke a teammate to foolhardy action or something.
Yeah.
Basically rush in quickly kind of a thing so they get there. If you want to just wait until they see this nonsense out of character, I don't think if Chrys is just going to not think about it and do something else, then that's fine.
I need help. Should I take a vision, or should I provoke Calamity?
No, you don't have to give anybody a condition. You could provoke.
No, me taking 2 conditions.
Oh, I mean, 2 conditions is a lot, especially since you already have them.
This is true.
It limits your options a lot on stuff that you're going to be actually good at.
Fine, I'm provoking Calamity.
And you don't have necessarily
Roll plus superior.
And yeah, your stats where you're high, well, you're not bad at any. Actually, you're weirdly not bad at anything. Oh, that's because you just did your little label bump, didn't you?
I just shifted things around.
11110.
So I think she just quickly whips out her phone as she dodges around and goes, help, 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 amphitheater, 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 amphitheater.
So yeah, you basically just turn on the mic and just help, 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 amphitheater, amphitheater. I don't even know how that's going to read. And it actually comes through perfectly clearly. All right. So, roll your provoke, por favor. This is going to be a very short session because of all the stuff that I've got to cut out, the recording of it. Also, Brooklyn is going to fall asleep before I get a chance to have her. It's fine.
She got
I'm
2
amazed.
hours of sleep last night.
That sounds like a issue, not an issue.
Ish feelings. It's an ish me, so.
It's me. All right. So, yes, you have a mind. Oh, is that another point of potential?
Yeah, that's another miss. Yeah.
So that's cool. Help, amphitheater. And I am going to absolutely let that message go through. Kayla, you rolled a 4. Don't worry, it totally works.
Father of Calamity, just ignore me.
No, I said it totally works.
Just because the message goes through doesn't mean that she listens.
Yeah, a message came through from Chrys that says, help, amphitheater. And right about then, there's a false sunset about 6 blocks away.
False sunset?
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
Along with this sound effect.
Right, yeah. Well, so my idea was, I don't know if you remember, but last time it was the whole thing I did with the portals with that one, I forgot his name, but the guy who's like the weapons guy, it was unstable or steady, but we didn't really get a chance to show that. And we also have this other girl just like here, and Kieran is here, right? So my idea was like, okay, I look at Kieran, oh my God, look at Liam, take her, go find, and one of you, I don't care who, but someone deal with her, someone go help whatever the fuck Chrys is up to, and I'm gonna go to Kansas. So I'll be right back.
And you just dip him.
I don't remember if I said it was Kansas. Is that where I said it? So whatever. I did? Okay. But yeah.
So what, you just tell the initiative people they need to go track this guy down in Kansas?
No, I'm tracking him down in Kansas.
Oh.
I just went to Kansas. Yeah, because the portal did close. He keeps trying to kind of pop through, and then also because it's not. I didn't do a time thing. I just did location.
Right. Yeah. I got you. I will get to you in a second, though.
Yeah. But as in to answer your question, Kat, yes, she's ignoring you, but not out of
malice.
A fuck you. I mean, technically, she told Liam to make sure someone doesn't ignore you.
Mm-hmm. So you basically throw yourself over the back of the building and slide down on your wings and your back down the snow on the other side and just fall down below. Kind of turn and catch yourself a little bit and sort of land in the superhero landing. And you're immediately like, fuck. Amphitheater, help, amphitheater. Look around and it's like smoke, fire. There's water dripping down off the roof. The roof is half fire. There's pieces of, there's like shingles and stuff kind of falling down. Some of the pieces are kind of heavy because the whole top of the building just got blasted off. And you're looking around, carefully not assessing the situation because, God, every time that you do that, something terrible happens, apparently. And you see to your side, there's this coming. Somebody coming up.
Listen.
You don't recognize them. They're coming up, and so they're coming up, and they're like, Chrys, hey. Guys, this is awesome. It's awesome. Hey, Chrys, so how's it going? This is great. Fantastic. I just knew you would show up. I knew you would show up for this. This is so, this is just fucking epic. So the guy with the fire.
No.
Just listen.
No.
They need to know. Ex-boyfriend? It is, isn't it? No, come on.
You need to get out of here.
No, this is what?
I promise you, I will talk to you later, but you need to leave.
I feel like you two have a real chemistry. And I want to capture that because you're not going to have time. You're going to have to really
reaction. The chemical reaction that shit down. Like you. Get out of here.
I'm going to stay low. Fire rises. I'll be fine.
And she just picks him up and keeps riding him away.
Where? You're just taking him out. Guys, this is amazing. Oh my God, get the crown. And he's like, oh, this is cool. Okay, I can do this. Wave, come on, wave. And then you get the thing. Where do you drop him?
What is Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna put him in like a huge ass snowdrift.
Yeah,
Like,
you've
he'll
got
be fine.
this back
but-
alley kind of a thing. They shoved the snow off the
Yeah.
side streets, and they've just kind of up into the thing, so you can drop them into that as you
And
go on
she
up.
drops him in and like make sure that there's some force behind it, so he's kind of like stuck in there. And then she lands on the ground. She turns towards him. She points at him. She goes, "Stay there. I will pump punch you later. But if you move, I won't talk to you."
Okay.
Day. And then
So-
she flies back.
You have a move on your sheet over underneath the things that your fans require of you.
Uh-huh.
When you accept what your audience tells you about yourself, clear condition. When you reject what your audience tells you about yourself, roll superior on a hit, blah, 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 blah. You are rejecting because they're like, they want chemistry. You mark this. You did this to yourself.
I did do this.
They
But
require
said they require chemistry with your allies.
frequent bouts of drama.
Oh. Shit.
Ex-boyfriend. Boom. If it's not him, is it Halo?
God, no.
How fast are you gonna level tonight? Holy shit! Where's the dice box? I need to get this up here. I need like actual numeric record of this. A 3, a 4, a 9, but the 9 was on the conditions roll for take a powerful blow, and a 6. So you've had 3 points of potential
I
from
just
0.
rolled. Oh my god.
That's Snake Eyes.
I
You
don't
rolled
think
double
I've ever
ones.
rolled this badly in a session.
Oh no, you have probably not. No.
No, I roll like mid rolls. I don't fail.
I don't fail. Well, I have some hard, painful news for you.
What happens?
When you reject what your audience tells you about yourself on a hit, mark potential and expect retribution. On a fail, accept what your audience tells you about yourself. Well, mark potential.
What?
So you get potential if you hit, but if you fail, you're going to get potential anyway because you failed. So mark potential.
Oh.
Mark potential, but we need to figure out, reject what your audience tells you about yourself. Give me a second here, then. We're going to look at,
Retribution. Fuck, I didn't realize that that's what was happening.
if you haven't had it happen before. So we're going to look at basic moves, superior down. Your plans have completely gone awry. And I don't mean just the plan for right now. I mean like your whole plan of like how you were going to shape your audience and how that was going to work for you and like what that was going to work like in practice, day to day and stuff, all of that stuff that it just seems to be, you're seeing the downsides right now is what I'm saying. And that is why I'm lowering your superior, because you're seeing that your planning isn't really working out.
Does anything else go up or?
Well, yeah, no, I'm not just gonna lower your thing. I'm trying to think about what that would look like. You were seeing your choices as superior planning, and you're realizing now that it is actually pretty short-sighted and dangerous. Superior goes down because you're like, okay, I thought I was planning, and I have definitely been doing that. I'm definitely not thinking my way through all of that. I am making decisions that are actually causing me more trouble than they're worth, because you're thinking back on some of the other times that your fans have shown up, and it's never been a good thing so far because of the way that they act around you. And
I would say probably danger then.
okay, so raise danger, lower superior, and how does this make you feel? And by that I mean take a condition, but you get to pick. I'm basically doing the on a miss, the words hit you hard from like rejecting somebody's influence, mark a condition, and the GM will adjust your labels.
I think angry. She's angry. She's angry with her fans because she's like, I cannot believe that you are so stupid. Like, these are the kinds of people that follow me. Like, what image am I projecting? And she's angry at the bad guys for putting her fans at risk. And she's also angry because she's like, what kind of fucking story do people want?
I think it makes 100% sense that you're doing angry, because all of that is outwardly, like any of the other conditions is like somewhat pointed at yourself. And I didn't hear one thing in that list that blamed you for any of it.
No, she doesn't think that any of this is her fault. She's just like, she is like a little bit, there's definitely something deeper where it's like, what kind of image am I putting out that this is the kind of people who attract?
Yeah.
But she's also like she kind of also blames her sister a little bit, because she's like, this is the image that I am is the image that my sister has constructed. So
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that it's angry because
complicated.
it's makes sense that it's angry because it's all outwardly facing.
And she's also angry because she's like, these are the people from the cult who like ruined me and like, stuck me with these wings and put me in the position that I am right now. And people are chipping me with them. She's angry.
That's fair. It's 100% fair. I'm celebrating how much sense it makes, if that makes sense. All right, so you've dropped him off in the thing, and you're spiraling up into the sky, muttering and cursing, and just like string of blue out of trailing behind you as you go. Am I gonna feel bad if I ask Brooklyn what she wants to do, or should we just let her sleep? Like we should just let her sleep?
I don't know. I think we just let her sleep.
Because right now, I totally picture her like curled up in a bunch of goo with Grant next to the river.
With Grant,
Like
that's so cute.
They're just so the phone is buzzing and she just kind of like, and she just kind of rolls over a little bit.
That's so cute.
All asleep.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
didn't get
she's-
very much sleep last night.
Yeah.
Or the night before.
No, it's okay. You can go back to sleeping. No, it's okay.
It's totally okay. Say hi to Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Jamie says,
Hello, Sean.
Right.
So did Brooklyn shut off her mic and her camera just because she's gonna totally tuck in there and sleep?
Yeah, she's tucking in.
100. Okay, so you fly up into the air and you can see another shot of the space. It's a whole thing now. So this is the fire now.
Okay, she's kind of throwing to the side, trying to be subtle. So she just comes up and over the previous building, and she's like, "Look, it's so rude."
You're just flying up over it and just shouting down at this guy.
No, I wasn't even ready. You gotta let a girl sit here and take stock of a situation. Have you never been in a fight before? Respect. She just kind of dives at him and goes in for a ball.
Okay. All right. So that sounds like a directly engage right there. Also with a brilliant lead in. I mean, good stuff right there. All right. So before you roll, as you dive bomb in here, you basically do one of these straight down and then come in at the ground level, like kind of a thing. All right. We're going to cut to Jamie, who went to Kansas.
Well, hello there.
Well, hello there. And you pop out into, now it's still, here's the problem. It's winter in Kansas.
Oh,
Which basically means you land on the moon. Like it's just flat white.
it's the Midwest.
You know how the joke is that Kansas is flat as a pancake? Actually not true. They did a study of it. They figured out if you took a pancake and made it the size of Kansas, what the central because a pancake kind of mounds a little bit in the middle. They figured out
Right, yeah.
that if a pancake was actually the size of Kansas, the central mound would be about 1,000 feet high. So like 1,000, whatever. So in fact, Kansas is flatter than the pancake has more of a rise and a fall to it than Kansas. So yeah,
like Kansas is like as flat as a crate.
yes, possibly a crepe. That might be a good place to start. So
Okay.
anyway, you come out into like a field. So it's like this white expansive field. So you're in the field, you're in what's definitely a field, not a pasture. And I say that because there's the little rows, the perfectly little rows of the cut down stubble, the little black bits of plant stubble from the rows and rows and rows of wheat or some other plant that is sticking up out of the snow in little black rows through the field. And you're in the field, and then you've got the kind of slightly busted ass barbed wire fence, a ditch that's definitely full of snow and has like footprints leading out of the field into this ditch and down through the deeper snow up to the edge of the road, and sitting about, and then you see the footprints and the gouge in the snow because it's deep enough there wouldn't just be footprints up out of the road, and about 10 or 15 feet down from that along the road there's a guy sitting there in like winter cap with like the fuzzy ears that flop down like Sean wears sometimes. And he's got like a big old Carhartt jacket on and Carhartt coveralls and big old work boots. And he's just sitting on the side of the road, kind of with his arms are kind of folded in front of him a little bit. And he's just sitting there on the side of the road about 15 feet from where this thing. And he kind of he's not really looking around much at all. I guess you got portals and they're sort of visually. So now he's like looking at you and like he looks pretty goddamn startled because this is definitely not your guy. And he looks pretty.
So, yeah. I'm so sorry to bother you.
As you're walking toward him. Yeah.
Have you seen like kind of like a really intimidating, scary guy who may or may not have tried to kill you or anybody you love or know?
Yeah. He waved me down, and it's the middle of nowhere in the cold, so I stopped to see if he needed a ride, and he yanked me out of the damn driver's side window by my right arm. You realize he's cradling the reason his arms are crossed in front of him, he's actually cradling his right arm in his left arm, because the guy basically reached across, grabbed him.
You motherfucker.
So he reached through the window, grabbed the guy's right arm, and pulled him out if you think about how he'd be in the driver's side, he's reaching to the opposite arm, and he pulled him completely through the window, open window, but completely through the window and out onto the road by his arm. It's honestly a miracle he didn't kill the guy, because it wouldn't have taken anything for him to do it. But he yanked him out and basically dumped him on the side of the road and took the guy's pickup.
Wow, dang, I am so sorry. That is definitely my bad.
Can you do something?
Yeah, which way did he go?
He went down the road that way.
Did he say anything besides like any murderous? Like, did he say anything, or just like
He didn't even actually say anything. I was starting to talk to him, and he just walked up to the window and reached through and yanked me out. Got in, drove off.
Yeah,
This
I feel sorry about that. Okay, so
He'd be headed that way. That's what's the right? About 15 miles that way it'd be Redfield, and after that it's Greenfield, and then Highmore.
okay, so really fast. I gotta get going now. But where's the nearest hospital?
Oh, that'd be well, I mean, there's a clinic at Redfield, but
where's the nearest hospital that you would like to go to?
Oh, well, that'd be, I'm mashing together the different town names that I know from South Dakota, but the problem is if you take two town names and put them together, like the front and the back of any of them, they sound absolutely fucking filthy. Oh, that'd be down in Pucksocket. Like, no. It's not. No, you can't be. Valen Road. It's a big old. That's got the nearest hospital. It's actually still open. They got an emergency room and everything. And urgent care. I don't know what the difference between those two is.
Can you give me like how many miles in like cardinal direction?
Yeah, actually. So you go. It's 7 miles straight south of here, and then 10 miles basically due west, and that'll put you right in the middle of town somewhere.
Perfect. And then I just teleport him. I don't go with him. I just teleport him.
You see through there that it's on the corner of it. You can like see through the portal, like it's on the corner of a street, and they have like this pole. It looks like it should be a street lamp, but on the top of it, it's got like a flat platform, and they have like it must be some kind of fiberglass statue of a Hereford cow. That's on one street, and then the opposite corner, kitty corner from there, it's one of those green Sinclair dinosaurs up on the opposite thing. They're facing each.
So Midwest. It's so Midwest.
It's a Hereford cow eyeballing across the street a green Sinclair dinosaur.
And before I actually teleport him, I tell him, hey, once I get your truck back, I will drop it at the nearest quick trip.
Well, okay, there's a quick trip in pretty much every other town that you're going to come through. So use whichever one and just let them know, and I'll try to get over to it.
Perfect. Good luck. Have fun. I really got to go before he kills anyone else.
Yeah, the quick trip with 2 Ks. He's heading north. If the guy's thing is anything, any indication, he's in Kansas and heading north.
So, wait. I also asked him, how many minutes ago did he take the truck?
I guess it's about a quarter of an hour.
Can I gather from the guy how fast he was going?
What is happening?
He's probably, you could drive, you can get up to about 70, 75 miles an hour. I wouldn't like to go much faster than that, but in 15 minutes, he could get up to Redfield. He'd probably be past Redfield by now, or just through it. Greenfield ain't hardly but a bug speck on the side of the road, so that ain't even hardly going to do you any good. After that, it's Highmore.
All right, so I am going to do my best to pinpoint where I think he's roughly going to be in like a couple minutes, or right, and I'm going to try and stop him on the road.
You've got a phone, you've got a map, and the guy says he's probably either to or past Redfield, and Greenfield's the next thing down there. So if you can figure out on your map, basically where Greenfield is, you could jump ahead. You must have cut out while we were talking about this because we thought you were asking how long ago we came through because you were going to jump back 15 minutes and make the whole thing not happen. And we were trying to figure out how much paradox that was going to be.
No. I was trying to figure out where I think exactly he would be.
Well, if he continues north, and if you jump to, you think, you know what? Actually, I'm going to have you assess the situation and figure out what you think the right move would be. Let's get you a bonus on this, on the following roll. Let's see how bad the dice are. I think I'm gonna roll this one because I don't think you want Kaylee touching your dice tonight.
Yeah, get your cursed hands away.
So you're gonna do an assess the situation. That's a superior. That should be fine. You do not have influence over this guy. So all right, you get one question off the assess the situation thing. The options are: what here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? That's probably pretty obvious. What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly? Probably, I mean, what here can I use to like pinpoint his location? I'll give you a bonus on your unleash your powers.
Yeah, I want to do what here can I bet you to pinpoint his location.
Gotcha. Okay. Which is easy enough. And then we'll just do what I'm going to have you do is unleash your powers to try to get where you can have a second to set him up. So one more roll for you. And that is with, that is Freak. Currently a 0, but you get a 1 plus 1 from the assess the situation roll. And we're going to go with that. And that is again a 7. Okay. So
yeah.
that is going to be either unstable or temporary, or take a condition to lock it down and keep it and get what you want. Like,
Do I have any conditions right now?
you currently have insecure, which is defend and reject what others say. If you want to not have to worry about this affecting most of the other roles that you're going to do right now, you would probably take angry, because that's just going to hurt your comfort and support and pierce the mask, which I don't see you doing anytime in the immediate future.
Well, funny thing is, the very next move I was going to do was maybe a pierce the mask.
Okay.
Well, okay, before I pick my condition, I guess my question is how much do I actually know about this guy? Like, how much have we been told about this guy? Because I'm still a little confused on, like, who the fuck this guy is. Because from what I understood was that the Troubles are all these guys that have powers, right? Are part of this terrorist group that have been given powers.
Yep.
But all I feel like I understand about this guy is that he's a weapons expert. Like, what does that mean?
He was already an incredibly dangerous guy. Assume this is in Liam's like brogue. The treatment didn't give him like big flashy powers like a lot of the rest of us with like tearing up Earth but he's strength, toughness, fighting ability, can basically turn any random object into a weapon. I don't mean like morph its shape. I mean, you give him a fucking plastic dinner plate from IKEA and he will fucking kill somebody with it without taking 2 seconds to figure out how. He's essentially a killing thing. Super soldier, basically. This is the super soldier that they got on the team.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna take angry then.
Cool. All right. I mean, you don't have to
I'll
take
take
anything.
angry.
You can go unstable or temporary. That'd be fine. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna take angry. Like, kind of like, are you kidding me? Not only like, even though this is obviously totally Charlie's fault, like, she's like, I had to go all the way to fucking Kansas, and then, like, it's winter, like, even though, like, she's the one who sent him to fucking Kansas. I mean, love it all.
Rapidly angry girls.
You created every single part of this situation is the thing that you did, but yeah.
Right, I know. And she's like, and he didn't stay in one spot? Like, that was the whole point. He was supposed to just stay there. Like, why would he move?
Oh, wait patiently for me to come deal with it.
Come in and kick his ass. What the hell?
To quote Sean, who in turn is quoting The Lord of the Rings, the gall of some folk. The gall.
It's more like irritated than frustrated. It's like, come on.
So Greenfield is literally a gas station. You hesitate to even call it a gas station. It's a convenience store because it used to be a bait shack. It's got 2 old Sinclair pumps out front that don't take cards. You have to go inside and pay. Purely mechanical. One of them is diesel only and one of them is unleaded only. There's no extra fuel that you can pick or anything. And there's like two metal sheds, like Quonset huts that you would like pull stuff into. And that's it. And it's basically, it's like there's a pull off, so you can go on this street. That's the entire street for this quote unquote town is literally like one block of road that isn't the main highway, and then you pull back on and keep going. Okay.
Right.
It's a wide spot in the road, literally. Population, according to the sign outside of town, is 6.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
My
Great.
parents live at a farm, and it's my 2 parents, my aunt and uncle, their son, his wife, and their 2 kids. That's a total of 8 people. There are 45 towns in South Dakota with a lower population than their farm.
Holy fuck.
South Dakota is a lovely place to be from. Anyway, all right. So what? Fast tense. It's a good place to be from. Anyway, okay. So the guy, if he's coming, and he probably is, you feel like you got a head start on him here. What are you gonna do? Just let him
Can I
drive.
assess the situation again?
You absolutely can assess the situation again.
It's a whole new situation,
It's a
baby.
whole new situation.
Oh, yeah.
Assess away. All right. We got our superior. We got our thing here. We got a 9. So you still have one question, but it's a good solid 9. And your questions are, what here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? Again, pretty obvious. What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly?
Can I manipulate one of the questions
Well,
a little and ask
what about him is the most vulnerable? I'm going to wait for
what's his weakness kind of thing?
This is just you pondering it. I'm not going to make you use your question up for this because I don't know if it's necessarily. I mean, his biggest weakness is that without a little bit of preparation, he doesn't have a lot of range. He's very strong, and if you give him 10 seconds, he can grab a damn fence post and throw it like a damn spear. But it isn't like he can, like without a sniper rifle, he's not going to take you out from a long ways away. And if he sees you, he's still got to, generally speaking, he's got to close the distance. So from a tactical point of view, ambush is definitely, he wants to suddenly appear around a corner 10 feet from you. That is his optimal situation. Better yet, come around a corner 10 feet away from you, behind you. Once he's up in arm's reach or close to it, your day is about to become the worst day you've ever had. If you're seeing you from a quarter mile away, the problem is that from a tactical point of view, he's very dangerous because if he sees you, he'll probably figure out a way to not engage. I mean, like I said, he's a super soldier. That basically means, like, if you think about the Winter Soldier thing, the Winter Soldier is not a superhero movie. It is a spy movie. And if you think about stuff like the Bourne Identity and stuff like that, when those guys have to scramble, they do crazy ass shit. And it generally works because they're very good at improvising in those kinds of situations. So if he sees you and has any kind of time to react, he's going to do some crazy ass shit like drive the pickup off into the field and just take off at a 90-degree angle in the middle of nowhere. And, he'll just leave the road, which is not easy, but he's absolutely able to do it. Or something. So range is an issue, is a thing. I don't know if that necessarily, I'm not going to count that because I don't know if it necessarily gives you a big bonus. The trick,
best to hide from him.
I think I'm just going to ask, how can I best end this quickly? Because I think I already have some ideas on that front.
The trick is to get him out of this situation. I mean, right now, he's not actually in a huge, maybe if he has a wallet on him, he's probably not going to be like a rolling wave of death out of Kansas because he's probably heading back to where he came from. And if he has enough money to pay for gas, it's going to be a lot easier for him to not end up with a 3-state manhunt coming after him by killing random people just so he can fill up his tank. But if you want to deal with him and get him out of the picture as quickly as possible, it probably involves a portal and the entire pickup, quickly enough that he doesn't have time to avoid it with the pickup. So you get ready with one end of the portal already in mind, and you try to open it before he has a chance to react, right in front of him. So probably the ambush of just a sudden portal appearing in front of him before he has a chance to react to it. That's probably the best way to end.
Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to do my best to hide to some degree.
getting between the buildings is pretty easy because then you can
Oh.
see the road and you can't be seen down the road really.
Right. And then I'm going to, okay, so what I want to do, like, end goal here, portal him and said pickup truck to, like, I'm thinking, like a cliffside beach somewhere, right? So that when he falls through the portal, he's falling, like, off a cliff, or, like, ramming into a cliff.
Man.
I'm not gonna kill him.
It probably ain't gonna
It's
kill him.
not like a big cliff. It's just like he's just kind of he's literally super strong and hard to kill. What do you mean? I'm just saying. I want to him and the truck. Maybe the portal is in the air a little bit, and then he falls in the truck and he hits the ground kind of hard.
Okay, that works for me. All right, so you can see
Right.
this. You can see the pickup coming. You're pretty sure it's the guy. Now you do have to be somewhat sure that it's him because you really don't want to do this to a regular dude. But
I
it's
really don't.
at the speed that this thing is coming. You're pretty sure that it's the guy, and you can see in there like the silhouette. It all pretty much matches up. You're pretty good with this. So this would
But
be
my goal is to do it in a place where it's even if the truck lands, he can't get back in the truck and just drive away.
fair enough. You want the truck to be sorry, farmer guy, but you're definitely not getting this truck back.
I give it back. I just didn't say in what condition.
Where is this beach that you envision? Like where are we seeing this beach?
I'm thinking, where is that, like, rocky beach place? Shit. I
Uh,
don't know.
Victoria.
Yeah, I was
Pacific
about to
Northwest.
say, like, Canada has that shit, right?
On the west, so you put it on the west coast, and as opposed to where it's at in the Great Lakes. But yeah, the west coast, the Pacific Northwest is mostly rocky beaches.
Hell yeah, that's what we'll do.
All right, we're gonna do an Unleash Your Powers, and we'll give you a
Right,
+1
and I
because
got angry to that, don't I?
I marked the wrong one. I did Afraid. That's not right. So we're doing Angry, but we're gonna do Unleash Your Powers because you're changing the environment. For sure, and which is fine. You don't have a penalty to that. That's a freak roll with a +1 because you're doing the assess the situation bonus, so that gets you a total of a +1. As this truck is coming up, and you're like 3, 2, and basically try to get this sucker to just basically rise up out of the ground right in front of the pickup, and we're gonna hit that.
Please, 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 please.
Oh,
Yeah,
Did I miss?
it's a 6.
you did miss.
Fuck! It's okay, I ding! Honestly, I'm not even mad. I ding!
Okay, so here's what. Oh my God, yeah, you do ding. That's right. So here's what happens. You get this thing. It is perfect. You never want to hear the GM say that when you roll the fail. You get this thing up absolutely perfect. Just wham, and it is literally.
Not random.
You don't think a person could stand in the space between the front of the pickup and the portal, would fit in the space between the front of the pickup and the portal when you get this thing up. It's that close to it. Could not honestly have gotten it closer in any way, shape, or form. Okay?
Please tell me it's not a random person.
No, it's not a random person. The pickup goes pouring right through this thing, and you're like, yes! And then you see him on the far side of the pickup rolling sideways away from where he dove out of the door, and he rolls left, and pops himself up, and he turns immediately Terminator 1000 straight to you and starts running straight at you. And we're going to switch back to Kaylee.
Game on, baby.
Okay, I'm rolling danger.
You're rolling danger because it's been going directly engages have been going really well for all y'all. I late, that's fine.
Pat the head. Oh, thank fuck.
Swoop down and coming in over this pond in the middle of the thing. Like you've got this open gate thing. You're coming in straight across there. You're going to come in across because you're thinking water. If he does blast me, I can dive under. You're coming in and like it is a little frozen. That kind of puts a stinger on my plan. It's fine. I'm going to make this.
Planning has not been going well
So
today.
you're coming in like this, and you're coming in serpentine. And on directly engage, you have 4 options. You can pick one of them: resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I'm gonna resist or avoid their blows
You think?
because his blows are fire, and I am a fan of a predator.
They're both literal fire and objective fire. They're fire. Okay, so you come in there, and he does a big blast. But as you've noted, He's a lot more like, he's not about the precision. He just kind of like, whoa, and it's all just a big, it's like his whole body projects flames. I will tell you.
And that's how you do it with fire.
I will. I will tell you one thing. You don't see that guy up on their stage anymore. They're still up there. The other two are still up there.
Where did you guys go? Did you guys not want to fight 2v1?
So what is your attack like? Are you punching? Are you slashing him with the wings as you go by? What's the move here? We've never seen these wings in action. So what does this attack look like?
I think she's trying to like sweep him off his feet with one of the wings.
Okay.
Kind of like kick down. She's not a very arms person. She gotta use her
gotcha.
wings. Because like her wings are the bigger than her arms. So like in a situation where she would use her arms, she's probably gonna use her wing.
Yeah.
So she comes in low and tries to like sweep him off his feet, and then tries to like kick down on him.
So like land on him?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's kind of an under thing, and then like you go past him to sweep, and then you come around, like do like basically a loop-de-loop and land on it.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick because that ends up
Badass.
it ends up going out, and you basically bail out of the flight part and basically just finish it with a back, with like sort of a layout backflip. That's pretty sick. I like it.
Not going to work, but
I mean, no, you do. I mean, you flip him down and land. Since he was facing you, he lands on his front and you land on his back. It's not quite like, people are not sturdy, and you don't know how people do this all the time, where you see these things like, yeah, because you're landing on a person. You try to walk on somebody when they're trying to move around and not be under you. It's not very stable. He's starting to struggle a little bit, and you say the thing about like, it's like, where'd your friend go? Do you not want to fight 2v1 or something like that? As you're like trying to like get down off of him, honestly. And you landed, like, you can't imagine this guy didn't have a rib pop or something. He goes completely still for a second. And then he literally he throws his arms out, and he just blasts flame in a complete 360 disc out away from his body. Now, the only good news about this is that it's not going up where you are, because it's not coming out of his back. There's still a lot of heat. You could literally just spread your wings and get 50 or 60 feet of height without flapping just from the updraft. The problem is he is doing this thing, and as near as you can tell, he's going for distance. This will flatten blocks of buildings at ground level.
and I just grab him like in the middle of his back, like by his coat, and just lift him as fast as I can, like just straight up.
There's still going to be damage, but yeah,
Drop him in the lake. Drop him in the lake.
not a bad idea.
I mean, I'm going up anyway.
I mean, you're going to be grabbing on somebody who's generating an absolute obscene amount of heat.
Oh, it's gonna fucking hurt, but
This is going to be a defend, because you're basically protecting
yeah.
everybody in like a 3-block
Drop him
range.
in the lake.
After
Drop him in the
he's
lake.
he's definitely like, whoa, sensitive subject? My goodness, I didn't realize you were going through a breakup.
You can roll your savior or defend.
Fucking finally.
She got an 11.
Hell yeah! Drop that motherfucker in the lake!
So yeah, you managed to twist him. You kind of do another one of those spin maneuvers just to keep the fire from like hitting any one place too long.
And I can choose one. I can take influence over someone I protect. I can take influence over Halo or Uriel.
Sure. What else?
Ooh.
What are some of the other options? Add team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
I want influence.
That's fine.
I want influence.
I mean, it should definitely be Uriel, because Halo knows you.
Hell yeah.
Halo has a lot of emotions about your family in general.
Are they racist emotions?
No. I'm saving that for
I see.
a time when I want to take a powerful blow on you.
I'll take it over Uriel then. I am trying to fix her after all.
I think when she watches the footage of this later, she's going to be very impressed with your flying. Very, very impressed with your flying, because she can fly.
Yeah, she is. We can go flying together.
Right. Put her in the influence thing. I have influence over Uriel. Okay. So you basically get him up for a little bit, and you're like, son of a bitch. You basically whip him back over you and drop him into the lake, and he's generating so much fire that he goes through the ice. What do? He's in the water.
I think she's gonna go fly over to Uriel and Halo and see what's going on with them. Like, try to figure out what the guy was doing, or like move them so they're not exactly in the direct line of fire.
I'm gonna point out because I'm a horrible person. There's two options here that immediately present themselves to you. One, go figure out what's going on with them. Lead him away by getting his attention and keeping it on you, and keeping him like moving it away from you until you can dump him off and completely.
Point.
You know right where initiative is at right now.
This is true.
All right, cutting back to Charlie,
Hell yeah.
Linus, coming straight at you like the T-1000. So close to the front of the truck, and he still managed to bail out the driver's side door before the truck went through and roll free.
Goddamn super soldier.
Coming at you. What are you doing? He does not run like the T-1000. He runs like if a bounding big cat ran on 2 feet.
That's terrifying.
He doesn't run so much as bound, and he just picks up speed.
Well, so putting a portal right in front of me didn't work out last time. I feel like the best way to deal with this guy is to kind of like make himself beat himself up.
You
Because
can
I kind of feel like anything I do isn't really like anything. Like if I actually just try like straight up just hit him, it's not really gonna like actually hurt. So I think I'm gonna play like a game of chicken. Like really let him get his momentum going, kind of see what he does. Whether I'm not sure if he's picking up a weapon or not, or throwing a weapon, but like, or if he's just gonna fucking tackle me. If I were to back up to the wall, would his trajectory still be like me? Would he still be?
I mean, you kind of have a wall on either side of you. If you get up against the wall, he's gonna. I mean, the way he moves, mildly changing your location isn't probably going to be a huge hindrance to him. And he seems, as far as grabbing a weapon or something, he's not really bothering. He seems fairly confident if he gets close to you, that will be all that's required.
Okay, so I'm gonna back up to the wall and play chicken. So wait till he gets like till I think he's to the last possible second, and then I'm gonna teleport to behind him so that he runs into the wall. That's the best I can come up with right now.
All right. That's fine. All right. I'm going to have you do the sounds like a directly engaged. So we're going to do, because you're trying to hurt him functionally.
Yes,
so
correct.
We will keep going with that. And we are going to roll that.
Roll that danger.
That's a 5.
That's a 5. Well, your danger's not great right now.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm going to make a note here that you have an additional advancement.
So
Additional.
in that case, that kind of sucks.
Little
But
bit.
I get more yummy.
You get more yummy potential. Yeah, you get back up against the wall. So what he does as he's coming in there and bounding, and like I said, is you're on the left-hand wall up against the gas station wall, and he jumps right onto that kind of curved top of the curved side of the Quonset hut wall. Like he's doing like a parkour thing where they jump from wall to wall kind of thing. He jumps over that direction and then back straight at you. You're a little bit leery of this. So you're like, you know what his timing is like on this thing. So you're going a little bit fast. Anyway, as he's leaping, you see him do the leap and you let the portal go open behind you, fall through it backwards to end up behind him and then drop the portal. What he did was anticipate this, and he leaped toward you. But as he was leaping, instead of like leaping face first, fist first kind of thing, he leaped and then he pivoted so that his feet were the thing that were landing. So had you been there, he would have landed with his boots in your face, but it didn't really look like he was really anticipating landing. He leaped straight at the wall, hit it with his feet, and jumped straight back at you from the opposite direction, like backwards.
Right.
And you're basically stepping out of the portal as he's like, just as he's like, you step out the portal, as you drop the portal, and he's already coming back at you from the other direction. I am going to have you roll, take a powerful blow.
Stupid.
He's just this is a bad situation for you to be in because it's close quarters against a guy who loves being in close quarters. So it's every single warning training light that you have right now is this is the worst situation I could be in right now. I'm going to roll.
You want to trade dance partners?
Okay. Oh, that's good though. Okay. So take a powerful blow is a 6. You're gonna have so much.
Yeah!
You guys are gonna have so much potential from this. Okay, so he leaps straight back at you. You realize what, like, this was not like the crunch hitting the wall of like the attack, like his foot didn't punch through all. It's the light tap of a gymnast who's getting ready for a round off. And you realize as you're coming through the portal, fuck, like he was ready for this. He is absolutely coming straight back at me. You weather this attack. You manage to deal with this. What do you do? Like, how do you get out of this terrible scenario of being in literally arm's reach of this guy as he leaps back toward you?
I'm actually going to let him tackle me this time, but that I'm going to drag him through the portal with me.
There's a couple different options here, because I should have said, I forgot to say this when I was like, when you were talking to the farmer, you did get the message of help, amphitheater. So you have that information. I should have said that at the time I did. The simple matter of the simple fact of the matter is he's a lot. He is a handful, and you are not best equipped to deal with him. If you talk about where to teleport him, the sky doesn't actually help your situation, because he might just decide, I'm going to see if I can survive, falling into 3 feet of snow from 10,000 feet up, because he might survive it.
Yeah.
You probably won't.
I won't. No.
So one of the easiest, well, I shouldn't say easiest, one of the simplest things would be go back to where you started from. Just bring him right back to the street where you left Liam and the initiative. Like, go to where friends are.
Well, instead of going to the street, I think because she got the help message, she probably just takes him, lets him tackle her, takes him to and upon impact teleports to
the amphitheater.
Middle of the amphitheater.
Yeah, on the theory that by this point in time, since it's been, some of those guys probably went and helped Chrys, so there's probably a bunch of people there that can help me.
Yeah, that's her idea, because she's not fucking around with time at all right now.
Yeah, there isn't anybody there to help except for Chrys, but whatever. I do love the idea of you suddenly appearing in the sky over the amphitheater and falling into the pond, like right where the freaking other guy fell. Like, let's just lay all this stuff in here.
Oh my gosh, the three of us in the lake together? Stop! What a little lake day! Me and two villains? How fun!
Me and two villains. They might kiss. Okay, so I am not actually, because this is a rollover from the take a powerful blow. How did you avoid it? You went with the attack and just pulled him straight through a portal into a different situation. So I'm not even going to make you roll the unleash, because that's really the take a powerful blow coming full circle. So we are going to tumble you out of the sky, drop you into the pond that is currently steaming away, but there's still enough water to cushion your blow. And he actually does this thing where he's like, he comes through the portal and he growls again, kind of like that kind of, and he does this thing.
Oh my god, am I his speedster? That's so cute.
He's got you by the front of your coat, and he actually pulls himself together into a bunch, so his feet are in your chest, okay? And as you're falling, he kicks back really hard. This is not fun for you, but neither one of you land in the pond, because he throws you both straight back away from each other. So he kicks you back away from him into onto the open ground, and he goes back the opposite direction.
This is just like flying in the air, like, what the fuck?
She once she lands, she says, "I'm here to help." I got your message.
The way you land is like, I got your message. I'm here to help.
The name of the episode is "I'm Here to Help."
Oh man. Okay. And we're gonna stop there, because I think at this point in time it's a really good time for everybody else to be able to show up in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever it is. And we're pretty close to.
No, don't tell me it's over.
I'm sorry.
5 more minutes. Wait, 5 more minutes.
For what?
I don't know anything.
I need to wrap up though, because I need to kind of get ready for my trip tomorrow. I'm sorry. I know.
I can stay on the phone with you, Jamie.
Okay. Hey, Kaylee, take a.
Oh, I'll figure out my advancement when I get back.
Yeah, you have 2 additional potential. So once you clear it out, check 2 more boxes. Chrys,
Okay.
closer to the team, further away from the team, more into your image of yourself? I would say probably more into your own image, but
I don't know. Calamity did show up for me.
Calamity did show up for you.
I didn't expect her to show up.
She brought
I know.
a plot complication when she brought a friend back from the desert.
She did bring a friend back from the desert.
I have to tell you,
Calamity also very specifically didn't choose to ignore your message this time. I feel like in the past, she very much responds with choosing to be an asshole. But this time, I feel like she did try. She didn't do a very good job at it, but she did try.
so okay, so Calamity gets influence. Calamity did not have influence, so nobody needs to shift labels. And Kaylee, you can clear a condition, or you can take a point of potential.
I'm clearing a condition.
You're gonna clear guilty. Okay. What about you? What about you, Charlie?
I think she's actually I'm gonna say that actually I think Calamity also promoted to Chris because after her whole thing with Liam, I think it gave her a moment to be like, okay, I'm here in the future and I do like I am affecting things and I am here to change shit, and me pushing Chris away and being a bitch to her isn't going to change anything. And she is a good person right now. I don't want her to become a villain. I should try to help. Like, I should at least, I should stop blaming her for things that her future self has done.
Yeah. So you give influence to Chris. She's already got influence, so you can shift her labels. You can shift anything. It's not going to do anything to her.
I'm gonna say, I'm trying to think of the way that Chris sees Calamity. I think she's gonna put your danger up. No, she's gonna put your freak up. She's gonna move your freak up and your savior down.
Freak up, savior down. You do use your powers a lot, and you don't do a lot of defending, so that's probably fair. And you do use your powers a lot, so you do a lot
feel
of
like
use your powers.
I do. I feel like my top three are, I do like superior, freak, and then savior generally. I've been doing more danger recently,
Yeah.
but a lot of my moves have to do with savior. But I don't know what it is about this character compared to my last character, because I feel like I'm doing the same amount, if not less, mundane things. But at least Liam kept trying to, Kieran kept trying to put my mundane up so often, and I'm like, literally why? I feel like I'm being such an asshole to everyone.
That's all right. Do you want to take a point of potential, or do you want to clear a condition? You have 2 right now.
And you just dinged, so just take a minute.
One of them is insecure, which gives you a penalty to defend and reject what other people say about you, and the other one's angry.
Oh, yeah, I want to get rid of insecure. I've had that one for a while.
Check the character pics.
I'm looking. Oh, that is sick. That looks pretty fucking cool, man. I gotta say.
I can't wait to see it.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.